All right, hey guys, welcome back to another Circadians First Light playthrough. This was voted on by you guys, so we're going to be playing a playthrough of Circadians First Light with the Specialist expansion. I have done a playthrough of this that I kind of go into how it plays, so if you haven't seen that one, check that out. So I'm just going to kind of jump into this. We're going to hop into it here. That game was against the normal difficulty AI, and I lost, so I'm going to put it down to easy to see if I can win. So we've got the AI board all set up here. We've got to choose between our leaders and our specialists here. So we have to draw from our four, or we have five in single player. Pick from those. So we have Zipporah. You may immediately roll and assign any die gained during the execute phase to your farms. That is actually interesting. That seems like an interesting idea. Rosalind Ashford. Gain one die at the end of each round if you're not at your limit, which is great just because we would be able to have full dice. And then Peyton Lux at the end at the market and laboratory, you may either draw 2 contract cards or discard one to gain a gem. Market or laboratory. So if I go here or here, I can discard a contract to gain. I can either draw 2 contracts, and then I think I get to start the game with 2 more contracts. I'm not as interested in that. These two are more appealing. I think I'm gonna go with Rosalind though. I think that one's gonna be. So at the end of every round, we'll be able to draw. We'll be able to get another die. So we've got our starting resources here, which I'll stick off to the side. I'll put my leader over there. Our 2 options are we can spend 5 water to take a ship and an algae, or we can. I don't even know what that one does. What does that one do? A player resolving this immediately takes 1 die of their color from the reserve, rolls it, and places on the first available spot in the headquarters. Oh, this is treated like sending a die there normally, meaning they would get the 2 contracts or water. They cannot use this outpost if the headquarters is already full. I don't know. And then I would also, my outpost also gets me a contract and 2 water. Wait, anytime, yeah. I don't know if it's worth all that. Wait a minute, let me double check, because it's been a minute since I've done this. So, anytime an opponent uses an outpost that gains either 2 algae and energy in addition to the usual 1 contract and 2 water. Okay. I mean, I could. It would just be like basically going there to get more. This one I like spending the water, and if I can get more dice, I can send stuff here to get water. And it would be, I could just forego that entirely. Okay, we're going to take that one. The AI's got pay 2 algae for 2 contracts and 2 gems, which is really nice. And then our starting contracts we have 2 points per 1 here, 2 points per 1 there. -5 water to drill. 1 point for every 2 lightning at the end, and then we can do 5 exchanges at the end of the game. So we could maybe exchange for some gems or something. I think I'll stick with these 2. Maybe we can kind of focus on that, and then I'll keep this one because maybe we get a good ongoing ability. So I'll set those here. Once we kind of complete them, can I stick them down here? I don't know. We'll just see. We'll kind of see. Okay, we have our starting resources. We'll roll. Let's see what we got going there. So those are our options here. And we'll reveal the top card of the event deck, which is going to be Night Shift. All right. So it says you may fulfill 1 contract if you have 1 or more specialists on the negotiation board or on the depository during the rest phase. Okay, well, we'll see if that really does anything for us because I don't really have the resources for that. All right, so let's see what we got going on here. I got a 4, which could give me some resources. We can plop down to here for something. Getting one of these out could be good. I mean, getting this out would be needing 2 more algae. So I guess I could, but I have to get something on one of those boards to kind of make that work a little bit faster. I don't know. I don't have a lot of water here. I feel like I've got too many options. We could go. I mean, I'm gonna get one more die. Maybe we can go get one die at the academy, or we can just try to go for one of these straight away. So we'll send our one there because we're gonna try to do the temple, so long as the AI doesn't take it. If not, we can move our harvester. So we're gonna send. I can bump it up 2 and move over if I can't go there. That lets me complete one, so I need to bump it as a 2 anyway. We'll go here with this, and then I'm gonna go here with this. We'll see if we can make that work. Okay, so that's our go. Now we're gonna do. They don't plan, so we're gonna do the execute phase. So we're gonna flip this over. They're gonna do a 2, and they're gonna try to go here, but they can't. So they're going to go to exchange, and they're going to get 2 gems. And then the second die they're going to do is a 5, and they're going to do a 5 here by spending one of these. Okay. I think that's all they do for the depository. They just put the dice there, right? Okay. All right. So we are going to go here. I'm going to bump this into a 2 by changing it with my ship. And we're going to get a specialist. I'm going to unlock this specialist. We're going to get rid of that die. So now that can be anything. And it's going to cost me 10 water. And then I get 3 contracts. So we have 3 more to choose from. This one, every time we go here, we get a die. When we go to the headquarters, we get +5 water. And then at the end of the game, we get +1 per die. Oh, that'll be nice, because if we have 5 dice, we can get a bunch of points there. Okay, and then I'm going to spend an algae to send this out. And I can't fulfill anything right now. So where was I going to go with this? I don't have the water to go there. I have the energy, but I was going to see if I could get some stuff for this. But I think maybe I spend the energy and just move my deal. So I'm going to spend 2 energy. Oops. I'm going to treat that as... Oh, I didn't move their harvester. My bad. I need to move their harvester real quick. So their harvester is going to go all the way over here. Take this. And that's going to clear away. That kind of messes me up a little bit, but that's okay. We're going to move down and go here. So we're going to treat our harvester as our die as a 4 to move down there. Okay, so we're done. We're going to harvest. So we're going to get 4 algae there. And then here, so it's 4 algae for us there. Here's a 4. So I can either get 3 algae or 6 water. I'm going to take the 3 algae. And then they are going to take their dice back. So the only die they have coming back is this one, which is going to get them another die. Or we don't do that yet. Okay. So we do that. We'll take our stuff back. This is done because I'm not able to do any of that. And then we're going to give them a die. These get discarded. I think that's it. I think we're good. And then at the end of the round, we get another die back. We get another die because we're not out of limit. Okay. I think that's the round. Return all. Yep. Okay. Cool. All right. So let's flip over to the next event. So this one's a orange event. Brick wall. You must discard 1 contract when sending dice to the negotiation board. That's totally fine because I have plenty of contracts. Okay. So I have a ton of algae here. Let's see what I have. What's 5? I've got 10. So I could try to go for that, especially if I can get another one. Sending one of my dice up there could be a good idea. But I want to do some other stuff. And I need some algae to send some stuff out. So it's going to take us a minute. And I do have this. I mean, we could just go here and get another ship, which would be nice, and an algae for it. So I'm going to put that there. I think what I'm going to do then is do that there. That there. And that. Going to the negotiation board once this round's kind of tough. We'll go like this. Or where would I send this out? I'll send this here, and I'll send this here. We'll do that. I think that's the play. Okay. Oh, I have to remove these farms too. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, I think that's the play. All right. They're going to do their turn. Let's flip this over. It's a 5. So first they're going to move their harvester this way. So they're going to go all the way across and take this. Whoops. Then they're going to go here, and they've got 3 gems, so it's going to be this one. They're going to spend those 3 gems. They're going to get themselves one of their specialists, so that's done with. Then we're going to flip that over. It's a 3. They can't negotiate, so they're going to go to here and get themselves 3 gems. And that's their go. Okay. Well, I was going to send my specialist here, so that's going to give me 2 water and a contract. Oops. Okay, 2 points per ship and farm. Okay, and then I'm going to get myself a ship and an algae. And the ship I want is going to be, this will get me, 5 less water to do stuff. Let's do that. So we're going to place that there. So this goes out. We do spend an algae to send it out, but we spend 5 less water wherever we go. Let's go here. So we'll spend 5 water. And we'll move this direction again. And then I have 10 algae, which I could go to the negotiation board and do some market transactions, but I don't really want to do that. So I'm going to spend the 2 there to move this out. And we're going to go... I don't have the water. Actually, I don't even have... I have 3. Maybe we go up to the negotiation board and trade some stuff. Yeah, we're going to go here. So I'll spend my 6. That's fine. And we're going to be able to do up to 3 trades. I'm going to trade these 2 for an energy. Don't really know this is the most efficient thing, but it's fine. And then I get to move one of these markers. We're going to move this one. Do I move it on a farm? Or I'm going to move it here to move this. Oh, that's 10. Yeah, we're going to move this way. Okay. All right. I think that's our go. So we'll harvest. So let's pull dice back. So that die is going to come back. They don't have another die, so they're not going to do anything. We're going to activate this. With a 4, it gets me 1 energy. And then here I get 1 energy and 10 algae. I need more energy, but there's 10 algae, which is great. And then we take these dice. We take this, and then I get another dice at the end of the round. Oh, to go to the negotiation board, I had to discard something, so I'll discard this one. So for me to go there, I have to discard something, which is fine. Okay, they're going to gain a die. And then now that they're going to... So I didn't do this because it didn't really matter, but they would do this. They can't do that, so then we're going to replace... Oh, that's one of my dice. They're going to replace 1 die with their specialist that's locked. So that was locked, so they're going to replace that there. Okay. Let's get discarded. I think that's it, right? Okay. And then we'll discard this one and this one. All right. So we'll go to the next round. So we'll flip this. We've got cargo drop. It looks like we spend 1 fewer gem or 5 fewer water when sending specialists to the depository. 1 fewer gem or 5 fewer water when sending specialists to the depository. So if I go here, I can basically fulfill something for cheaper. That could be good. Okay. We'll see if we can make that work. So we're going to roll. Oh, buddy. Lots of stuff there. Lots of good stuff. Maybe I will send this there. So we're going to send that there. I'll have to figure out what I want to do it with. Spend 1 fewer gem or 5 fewer water when sending a specialist to the depository. If I do this like sleep capsule, that basically makes it free or gem free. I could do this one, but I need 1 more energy. This will probably be the one I send there. So at the end of the game, I'll get 1 point for every die. And I'm getting dice constantly because of Rosalind. So, okay, we're going to send this here. And I'm going to put these two here, I think. I think that's what I want to do. Yes. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. Okay, so we've done all that. We'll do the AI. So first we're going to do exploit. We're going to roll a die to figure out what they're going to do with their specialist. The specialist is going to go, we're going to take this action. So they're going to go here. Spend the gem. Okay. Then we're going to go here. This will be a 1. They're going to move their deal this way. Taking this. And then this 1 will be placed. They can go here. And the 1's already been taken, so they're not going to move the 1. And then they're going to do this as a 4. And they're going to do the depository, but they can't, so they're going to go here and get 2 dice. The Academy. Because they don't have any more gems. Okay, Argo, we're going to send this out. I mean, I guess I could go here and get one of those, but just a passive, that could actually be nice. But I was going to send this over here. So I'm going to send this out. If I sent this, I think I'm going to send this here. So I've got to fulfill something. I'm going to fulfill this one. Oh, I need 6 water for it. Okay, hold on. Hold, please. I need 6 water for that one. I could do this one, and then every time I negotiate here, I'd be able to get a die. Should I have done these the other way? Because this will give me -5 water, and then it makes it like I get like a double discount. Yeah, I'm actually going to switch it around and do that differently. And I can send this first anyway because it's a specialist, but that's okay. I'm going to send this 6 out somewhere. And let's send this 6. Where did I want to send the 6? Because this will cost me 1 water. So I could send the 6 here and just get a gem. And then I'll send this here for 1 algae. Send it here. Okay. That's going to make me... because of this, I spend 1 fewer gem, so that goes away. Because I sent it from this, it's 5 fewer water, so it's 1 water. I think that I can do that, right? For completing a contract. Let me just double check, because I could be just full of myself. It just says sending dice to here. You have to, okay. Fulfilling a contract. Players start the thing. I think the discount's for the action. Yeah, it's for the action. It's not the actual contract itself, so I won't get the discount for that. So let's do a mulligan here. Okay, we'll reconsider that entire thing. I mean, I still could go and like get some. I could do some switchy rounds with that. Or I could just go get the 2 water there at the cantina, unless I have to wait to do that last. Yeah, okay. Well, I kind of bummed myself out there. I could try to get one of these and just forgo doing that entirely. I just don't have any water. It's weird. Okay, actually, I think this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a slight change here. I am gonna send this here, and I'm gonna send it here. So I'll get myself a die, and I'm gonna spend the 6 algae and the 2 energy to do this drill here. And so every time we go to there, we spend 5 less water to do this action, and that's just an ongoing effect. This will come here as a 6, which will mean it costs me 6. It cost me 16 minus 6, which is 10, minus 5, and I can get 2 gems. And then I think that's my go. Oh, and I get minus 5 because of this. Wait. Oh, yeah. No, I get minus 5 on all of it, so it only cost me 1 water. Right? Did I do the math on that right? It's 16 minus 6. Oh, no water. Minus 5, minus 5. That was all my... Okay, there we go. Cool. Cool. I think I'll have to take my degree back. Okay, so we're done with that. The AI's done with their turn. We'll harvest. So here we're going to get an energy and 6 algae. Or 10 algae, sorry. And then we're going to get... From here, we're going to get 8 water. And from here, I'm going to get 2 energy. Okay, now we're like flooded with resources. We can actually do something a little more fun. Okay. They're going to get this back, and they're going to get a gem. And then we're going to get this back. We've got this. Okay, this gets discarded. And then if they were able to go here, they need 4 things on the negotiation board they don't have. They need 4 things there they don't have. They need all 3 of their upgrades they don't have, or they need all 3 of their specialists somewhere and they don't have that. Okay, so they're not going to do that. So I think that's the round. And at the end of the round, we'll get another die. All right, let's flip over the next deal here. We're halfway through. Oh, we got to get rid of this. We got to get rid of this. Okay. And I should have gotten rid of another set, so that's my fault. There we go. All right. Spring Clean. Oh, wait a minute. This is the next set. Never mind. We're on the 4th round. My bad. Okay. So Spring Clean. It says the laboratory only requires 1 die and all foundry costs may be ignored. So the lab only costs 1 die and the foundry costs may be ignored. Okay, the lab costs 1 die. That's actually super great. Okay, cool. All right. So let's roll our dice. Ooh, low numbers this time. And I have my specialist. I definitely want to go to the lab. It only requires 1 die. Okay, I'm sending my 3, and I'm sending this out for sure. And then I will send this out. Do I want to move my harvester? I've got a ton of algae, so I feel okay. But if I move my harvester, that's 12. I'm going to boost this up and make this it'll boost this by 3, so I'll make it a 5. Okay, we'll just do that. All right, they're going to do their stuff, so they're going to make this 3. First, they're going to move their harvester this way. Then they're going to go here. Take that there. Okay, their next action is going to be a 1. They're not able to go there because they need at least 2 gems. So they're going to go here to get their die. And this one's unlocked. So this one goes to the lock space. Okay. Argo now. So I can make this a 4. What was I going to do with that? I forgot what I was going to do with that. I was going to move it with my harvester, right? Or was I going to go? I was going to go here. So we're going to go here. That only costs us 1 because of this. It's going to cost me 3 algae. And we're going to take this one, so it's just a passive like water, 3 water that we're going to get. And then this was going to go out. It's going to cost me an algae to send this out. And I was going to send this. I could now get one of these built. I've got the resources for it. So what do I care to do? let's go here. So we're going to send our specialist there. It's going to get us a die. And then we're going to fulfill this. So at the end of the game, we'll get 2 points for every set of those, I think. So it's going to cost me 1 gem, 4 water, 4 energy, 4 algae. Get that built out. And I think I spent the algae to... Did I spend the algae to send out? I think I did. So I think I had 14. And then I spent 1, or I spent 3 for this and 1 for this. I think I did that. And I have to spend 2. If I didn't, I'll just do that and just say I have 3 left. Okay. To send this 2 out, I thought I was going to go... What was I going to do with this? I probably should have rearranged those, but it's fine. That was a really poor efficiency. I probably should have did that first and then did this and got the -5 and not used the algae for it, but that's okay. So I sort of goofed that up a little bit. That's fine. Let's go here, and I'm going to do up to 2 conversions, and I'm going to convert 6 water into 2 energy. Yeah, I did that pretty like action efficient, like inefficient. Okay, so we've done that. We're going to harvest here. So let's return their stuff to their board. So they don't have enough stuff to do anything there. We're going to harvest. I'm going to turn this to a 5. This 5 is going to be 7 water plus the 10 algae and the 1 energy. Whoops. That comes back, and then I get a die for the end of the round. Oh, no, never mind. That comes back too. Okay, I already have my 5 dice. That's done with. They're going to gain a die. And then they don't have anything on that board filled out quite yet. And then this is going to replace this. Okay. These get discarded. All right, here we go. We'll remove this and we'll remove this. Okay. So we got another blue. Contract cards may be discarded to change your die to any value. Oh, 1 card per dice. Which I got some good values here. Okay. We've got to really plan out what we want to do here. So I'd like to get this one done if I can, which is the other one I sort of really care about, is getting that one done up. Which I have the resources for. And I could do... I'm going to send my 4 there because I can move my deal. What would I want to send out up here? I'd like another one, and I could maybe go for that. But they're almost close to going for that too, so that's going to be kind of tricky. Maybe we try to go for... well, I might as well try to go to the mining camp again. So I'll send this here. Oh, we got 3 water from that. I didn't get that from my harvested last time. That's just 3 water for that. But I want to get another specialist out, so maybe we'll go here, and then this will be this and this. We'll try that out. Okay, so they're gonna do. So we've done all that. We've got nothing in the headquarters, so they're gonna do their stuff. So they're gonna roll. We're gonna roll a die. Okay, it's a 6, so they're gonna flip this over. It's gonna send this out. They can't go up there, so they're gonna go here, which they took it from me, to unlock their other deal. So that goes locked. Gosh darn it! That's exactly what I wanted to do. That's okay, whatever. And then this is a 6. Again, they can't go up there, so they go here for 2 dice. And then they'll do this. And they're going to go here with a 3 to get 3 gems. Okay, that derailed me just a tad bit, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so Argo now. I was going to send this 4 out to here. And we're going to move here with that. That's fine. So we're going to move there with the 4. We're going to complete this contract, so it's going to be a gem, 6 water, and 4 algae. To just drop my change. And this will be at the end of the game. We get 1 point for every die we have. Okay, and then we're going to spend an... Okay, so we've done that one. We can spend an algae to go somewhere for a -5 discount of water. And I could get another ship for 5 water, basically. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to go here. I'm going to spend 5 water because I get the 5 discount to get another ship. And then this last one, we'll spend the 2 algae to go... Can I complete another contract? I can't. Well... Nope, I don't have the water. Yeah, I don't have the water for those. I got kind of messed up off of that one. If I could move my harvester, but it's not gonna really go anywhere. I could change the value. I could change your die to any value. I could discard a card to change this to a different value. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna discard this to turn this into a 6. I'm gonna go here. It doesn't even matter because I get -5 on that anyway. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put this here, and that would cost me 3. And I get -5 water, so I just get the gem for free, basically. Okay. Oh, these are going to go here. So we're going to bring back this, this, and this. They're going to get 3 gems. We're going to harvest, I get 3 water from this one. I get 2 energy from that one, and I'm going to use this to get water as well, and that's going to be 8 water. And I get 12 algae from that. Okay. And I got to get my dice back. So that die comes back, that die comes back, and then I get an extra die. That gets discarded, and then we remove this one and this one. Okay. All right. Okay. And then they still don't have enough to do anything from over there. So I got to see if I can get a contract completed. And if I can get a contract completed, I'm going to go for that and try to take it from them before they do. Okay, so next event. I got a lot of gems here. Subterfuge. Do not gain rewards when opponents use your outpost. Okay, that's fine. Lots of really high die values again. Okay. I could do this and see what these 2 gem caches are. Okay, I gotta go over here. I gotta go over here for something. So I think what we're gonna do is try to complete this objective, which I have the necessary stuff for. I'm gonna use it to... I'm gonna send out... Ooh, that's tricky. I'll send a 5 there because if it's I can bump it to either a 4 or 6 if those get taken before I get a chance. So we're gonna go for this one, and then when I do that, I can try to figure something else out from over here. I've got the 2 6s here. Do I want to try to get another farm? Yes. I've got plenty of algae for that. And I gotta take something to the board up here. So I'm gonna use that for that, and I'm gonna use this. That was a 6. For this. Okay. I think that's what I'm doing. It's a lot of stuff that I'm sending out, but that's what we're going to do. Okay, so let's do their exploit action. It's going to be a 3. So they're going to send this to my board, and they're going to get 2 gems. So you do not gain rewards when punches your outpost. That's perfect. That's the turn that they get this. Great. Okay. First they're going to do... Oops, wrong thing. They're going to take this. They're going to do 5. And they're going to send this out to here. And they're going to move on their deal, and it's going to move 5, which goes across. Okay, then they're going to do this one, which is going to be a 2 that they're going to send to this board. And they're going to get their oh, they don't have their specials already there. Oh, actually, no, they just sent their specials. Okay, so they've done that. Okay, that's their go. Our go now. We're going to send this out to here. And we're going to complete this contract. So it's 2 gems, 4 water, 1 algae, and 3 energy. It's 5 points plus 2 points for every one we have here at the end of the game. So we've done that. Then we're going to spend 1 algae to send this to here because we have 4 on this board. So we can discard 2 contracts to move our harvester 1 space. And I got to move this. I'm going to move this. Oh, I need to get my 2 contracts from placing that out. So I got 2 contracts here. Each time we go to the control room, get a gem. I mean, we're so far at the end of the game now, it's probably not really going to happen. But it's worth a decent amount of points. We'll just discard those 2. No, we'll discard these 2. I can move my harvester 1 space. I'm going to move it this way. And then I get to take this 6, and I get to put this somewhere, and we're going to put this... I can unlock as my other specialist. Maybe I do that and swap that out for a specialist. And then I can have another die. Okay, and then I've got these 2, which I could spend the algae to go here to get a ship. Or I could go unlock my 3rd specialist to get the 5 points. I mean, I've got another round for it, I suppose. Maybe I just get a bunch of gems. Oh, no, it's the wrong spot. It's on this spot. That's what I meant to do. My bad. All right, well, hold on. That one is having 3 ships. So if I can get another ship. Having filled 4 more contracts, which is what I've done. Having 3 ships or 3 top. Yes. So maybe I actually go get a ship with one of these so I can try to get this other one. Okay, we're gonna spend 2 algae. And I'm gonna send this here to get another ship. And then I'm going to send this one out for another 2 algae. Oh, I need to spend my water as my 2 energy. This one will go. I could go here. It'll cost me 5 to get 2 because I get -5 from this. And then it's 16 minus 6, I'm treating it as a 6. -5, 5 to get 2 of these. Okay. Okay, that was it. And then we're gonna bring dice back. If they don't have any dice to bring back, because everything's up there, we'll bring these back. Oh, I have to farm real quick and get my stuff. So hold on, let me do that real quick. So this is gonna be 3 water from that one. This will be 8 water, so 11 water total. And then, so I've done that, and then here is going to be an energy and 10 algae. There's the energy, and there's the 10 algae. Just like flooded with stuff. Then we'll bring this back, this back, this back, and then I gain a die. Okay. Okay. Oh, and they get this back. So actually get that back and then get a gem. Okay. All right. So now we're on to the final round of the game. So we're going to flip this over. Now I have to remove this and this one. Okay, reveal all cash gems. There's a 5-er. 4. Okay, that's good. Bodes well for that. There's the 8. Okay, I'm going to go to that 8 one. Especially because I can go here off of this one and then discard these two to move that over. And then maybe I can go to this board off another one of those. Okay, so let's roll our dice. I need to get some more dice too if I can. And unlock that specialist. I've got a ton of algae. Maybe I can just do a bunch of junk over here. Maybe that's the play. Is just send all my crap out. Okay. I could. So I'm definitely going to go for this, and I should be able to get it just fine. My other specialist is not getting unlocked. It would have to be me like doing something this round to unlock it, which I guess I could, but I don't know. Okay. Let's think about this. This can go here because I can flip it. The 3 hasn't been taken, so we can go here for that. What else would I do? Can I afford to go here to get another die? I need to move, and this will move my cash gems. I'm fine on that. If I use the 3 for this, I can get another farm, and then my farm stuff's just like taken care of. Or like in terms of, I can get two sets of ships and farms. Is what I mean. And I've got a ton of algae, so do I just try to like get that guy up there and just get him up there? Just see if I can do something with it? I guess we're going to see what we can do with all this. Okay. I'm just going to see if I can do this. Okay, so they have this. So let's roll for it. It's going to be a 4. So they're going to flip this over, send this out. They can't go up there, so they're going to go here as a 6 and get 2 dice. Their harvester's going to move as a 5. They're going to move. Where's the harvester movement? It's a 5, so they would go across, which they can't go. So that's it. And then this is going to go here. They can't go there, so then they're going to go here, and then flip this over. And this is a 4. They can't go up there, so they're going to go here and upgrade this. And then they have their last, which don't have enough, so then they go here to get a gem. Okay, so our 3 I was going to use to go here. And I get to take, so I get to take this and use it for this, which will get me a farm. I'll take this farm. These 2 get discarded to move my harvester here. Okay. I'll spend an algae. Oh, and that's an 8. So that equals 8. So I gotta place this out somewhere. I'll place this here to spend the water. Okay. Then I spent the algae for this. I'll send this. Let's see. 1, 2. We're going to send this here for 12. That takes this, and I can do up to 3 market trades. But I don't think I really, I mean, I could do like to a bunch of gems, right? I could turn that into 3 gems. So let's do that. We're going to turn that into 3 gems. 12 algae to 3 gems. Then I've got this that I can place out. I'm going to place this here to get another die. Actually, it's a better point jump because the die will get me a point, but if I take the ship, this gets me 1, because it goes from 5 to 8, and then this gets me, so it's a 4-point swing. So we'll do that. Then this 2 algae, I'll use this 1, which I can flip to a 6, which I don't know if I care about or not. That was sort of a goof up on my part, I suppose. And this isn't getting sent out. Do I go here to... Okay, so I can either... I think I just go here. So I can flip this to a 6 or a 1. It doesn't matter because they're both of those things are there. But we'll go here and spend the 5. Because that'll just be 12 points. Yeah, I think that's it. And then this can't go anywhere, so I'll get 2 water with it. I kind of put myself in a small spot, corner there. That's 5, so I'll turn those into that. Okay. Okay, and then my farms to get me 3 more water. And then this comes back. This die comes back. Their stuff comes back, so they get this. They get themselves 3 gems plus another gem for the upgrade. And then the end of the round, I get a die. I think that's it. And then they would go here for final scoring. So I think that's it. So let's go ahead and count up all the victory points here. Again, I'm playing on easy, so this is going to be, you know, obviously like easier. So let's see what we got going on here. Assuming I didn't make any mistakes, which could definitely be the case. All right. Circadians, first light. Where are you? The alphabet is hard. Okay. So the negotiation board. So I have 3, 10, 20, 32. It's pretty good. Fulfilled contracts. Okay. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 plus 4 is 26, 27, 28. So 28. Harvester cash, 8. Research bases, 1, 2, 10, 11, 12, 16. And I have 0 gems left. And then outposts, I have 2 points. For a total of 86. That's pretty good. Actually might be my best score. Okay, negotiation board for them. They've got 10, 20, 26. Harvester is 8. Gems 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Depository. Now with this bot, they're only going to get they're going to get 1 point per die there, which is 3 dice, so 3 points. Otherwise, they would get what, 8 plus whatever. Does that count as a 6 for them? Yeah, so they would get, if they were playing on the other difficulty, they would have way more points. And then 2 for the unlocked progress there. Blue event cards, there are quite a few blue event cards. That's going to be 2 points per, 1 point per blue event card, so 4 points. And then their outpost is going to be 1 plus 4, so 5. 54. So we kind of thrashed them there. But that's really because of the depository. If the depository that we played with the medium rules, or like the normal bot, that depository score would have been 14 instead of 3. If I change that to 14, it would have been 65, but they would have also had more actions and stuff because they would have had more dice to start with. So we kind of one-handedly there, but I think we played pretty good. So hopefully I didn't make any rules mistakes. But yeah, that's going to be Circadian's first light. I enjoy this one quite a bit. It is a little open, which can be challenging, but you know, like trying to focus on something with your leader is a good idea. So anyway, that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching and voting on this one for the month. I will catch you guys on the next one. Thank you guys so much. Bye-bye.